everybody, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, and today we are here continuing on our Realm of Chaos campaign with Kislev, the motherland here. Last time we left off, we did some pretty good stuff. We furthered and got the Soul of Nurgle here, so we're only one soul away from victory, and we began to kind of clean up our province a little bit and kick out some intruders. Went ahead and took out Hell Pit, and now have that as as another bastion here. But also at the same time, we lost our great hold in the north, Novochsky. Just a combination of demons and Norskins coming on through the breach here in the north. And it's just a little bit too much for that garrison to withhold. And now we're kind of put in an interesting position here.
The snow
as a bunch of armies are now coming down north to kind of raid our provinces, which isn't ideal. We also have a bunch of little annoying armies running around through our territory here as well, that we're going to have to deal with. However, we're on the brink of being able to wipe out Skaven here, and I think what I'll do is I'll continue to chase with Tsarina and bring her up north. And have her help out with reclaiming this territory. So you have a little bit of an army here, but it's not like super good. Yeah. We have our lord here with a little bit of spells. I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to give her. Zargard and Iceguard aren't really helpful. And we don't have anything else. It's just all Kosars. I mean, probably that. We'll probably give you some cav eventually.
Elegance.
Unfortunately, this army, not the best, but we did put in some more armored Kosars. So we might be able to take on a little bit more than we were able to before. I don't know if we can take on these armies, though. I would like to take that back, though. We might be able to actually just, like, try to do a little bit of an ambush. 40%, not great. Always move to the edge of here as well, and then go into ambush stance and see if we can't, like, catch out an army or so, because they are all pretty beat up.
Defy chaos. Ice Queen of Kislev.
Okay, and I think we'll bring you, like, no, not like that, like there.
Carry me.
Just to stop him from, like, running backwards, so we push him that way. Meanwhile, Boris can move up here and take out this place.
The bear is
no problems. And honestly, just, like, raise it to the ground.
Yes.
And hopefully, yeah, they don't control home region anymore, so that was their last province. I just want to get rid of these guys as a threat, you know? Because they're just such a pain in the ass. Reassuring Presence Draftmaster. We want to get you up towards Logistian. So that his army can keep on pushing through all the hard times.
Urson's disciple.
Okay, you. All right, and just get these guys their basic skills here. Strength, yeah, Solid Exolobie is just really good.
Reborn.
All right, you'll keep on pushing up on them, and hopefully we can catch out something there, or at least be able to fight decently. We can go ahead and get our bear cav building going. That'll be pretty huge. Borosaurus needs his bear buildings, that's for sure. And we're gonna wait to place in our Ataman because I really want to put him back up there again, just because this settlement is so important, just to holding back all this bullshit. So we're definitely going to want that. And already, there we go. Another turn in. This session, we're going to see if we can make it to the next Realms of Chaos gate opening. And if we can, we might be in a position to just straight up end this. Oh, perfect. He tried to underway away, and we're going to go ahead and catch him out. That's pretty good. That means Clan Mulder basically screwed there. Yo, we can actually get a Pyrrhic victory here. I don't know how, but I will take it. I will. Holy shit. Okay, and replenishment, I guess.
Must be resisted.
Still that little corn army, but that's okay. But the Norskins just basically telling themselves that good clan Mulder is gone.
Hear me roar.
That puts us in a pretty nice position. Okay, we do have Kus the Starvin. He's back over here.
I will make it so.
He'll probably run away. Oh no, he wants to fight us? Okay.
The shield of the
Well,
old
I mean, let's go ahead and kill him.
They will serve the mother.
Perfect. Just get him out of here. Alright, perfect. So you can go ahead and heal up and then probably come this way and see if you can't just like retake our province here. This would be good to have. And then Zarina Katarin is going to make her way back up. But honestly, like, we don't super need her over here anymore. And it has been a turn, so yeah, we got back all of our dead units, so we can probably even handle this corn army. It's just slowly dying to all the attrition in here, thanks to the motherland.
Mistress of the blizzard.
So alright, now we're looking at a good position. I thought it was going to be a lot more annoying, so I thought they were just going to take Pilisk and just keep on moving south and raid everything that they came across, but luckily no. We're going to actually be able to kind of hold on for a little bit more here. Might go with Purge the Steppes, honestly, but Awaken the Land is pretty good. For now, Purge the Steppes, just so that stuff can't really move around here as well.
Sister of ice.
Might even bring you up here to raid that city. That could be cool. Start taking the north a little bit more. I mean, getting Krakadrak would be good. Get those diamonds. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what options we'll have available to us. But anyways, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic week so far. Sorry for the uploads coming out a little bit later. Time getting a little bit hard to navigate sometimes. A trade agreement, hell yeah. But regardless, you know, my days have been going okay, I suppose. Could be better, could be worse. Getting excited to be able to, you know, get into Immortal Empires and all that jazz very soon. Less than a week away now. So hell yeah, that's cool. Along with just getting later into the year, we'll also have like Dark Tide and stuff coming out. Gonna be pretty exciting. A lot of good games up on the horizon. But besides that, been seeing a little bit of movies recently. I saw one called The Black Phone a couple weeks ago. Now, pretty good. I like horror movies. They're probably my favorite genre of movie in general. I've spoken about this before in a Loop Hero episode,
None
I believe.
shall question me.
I love horror movies. They're really good.
Never falter.
Not just because I like, you know, being scared and stuff, which is always cool. But also just because like horror movies are kind of allowed to delve into topics that most like normal movie genres aren't, like action and stuff like that, because they're kind of more beholden to having, you know, protagonist is gonna win and stuff like that. While horror movies can just kind of go for like the bleakest shit, you know, where like the worst ending just kind of happens, which is cool sometimes. Sometimes I like to see that.
Reborn for Kislev.
I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna send you. I might send you up north and then move our way down south.
Follow the bear.
You know, see if we can fight, hit him off, get Fort Strogoff back, and then move down south through him. I think we'll do that.
Frostweaver.
And yeah, I think you just need to
The snow
protect this place for now. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I mean, and also just handling darker topics and themes just in general, you know, death and murder and corruption and stuff are just kind of par for the course, right? While other genres like to dance around it or maybe hint at it. I do like a good thriller and horror movies, for sure. Black Phone was alright. I think it was pretty good. It's just like a serial child kidnapper and serial killer type movie. Our protagonist ends up in the wrong place at the wrong time type of deal. And I think it was pretty good for the most part. The acting was very good. And the story was alright. I do think it kind of held itself back from, you know, reaching its full potential. You don't have all that much. But overall, I still think it was pretty good. I'll leave you in there one more turn. And you know what? I think you're fine up there, actually. I'll bring you down south to deal with those guys, actually, because your army's a lot better than Boris Ursa's here.
Demon Slayer.
And we're going to go ahead and push you up towards there.
Sacrifice to Ursa.
You know, I don't think it has many good, like, outright scares, and the story was a little bit scatterbrained. You know, it was just kind of like all over the place, much like my average video. And, you know, I feel like it could have used from just, like, committing to a single or just, like, a handful of ideas rather than a little bit of everything, you know? I think we want the Temple of her Son. We might get rid of some of these, like maybe this isn't as important for us anymore, or even that. I definitely want the market up, though. Yeah, that gives income to all buildings in the province. So we'll get that. We're just going to have a shit ton of furs produced here, holy shit. But, I mean, I find that quite often with movies, just in general, though. You know, when they don't really commit to a single idea and instead focus a lot more on just a bunch of sporadic ones. I think it's usually better off committing and really fleshing out one or two ideas than having like 8 where only 2 of them get really resolved or seen all the way through. I don't know, but that could also just be me. I like really within writing of any kinds, whether it be books or shows or games or movies or whatever, I like it when stuff is really well set up and expanded throughout.
Bids you welcome.
You know, where it's, you know, things aren't as like cut and dry as they might seem at first, or that you can see like certain plot points be brought up earlier and hinted to, only to be then discovered or fleshed out fully later on in the story as well. I really like that type of shit in my stories. We got some more. Oh, dude, all the lead belchers. You should be good. I mean, look how much how many ice guard we have here. That's insane. That is a lot of lead belchers, though. Goddamn.
Ursun's disciple.
Yeah, it's just something I really have come to like.
I have
Across all mediums. I just find it really impressive as someone trying to write myself. Just being able to like plan that far ahead and actually see it all the way through is pretty good. You know, and you know, huge respect to when they actually can pull it off, because it is very hard. Because you have to really think about it, and then you basically have to rewrite your story after you finish it, because of just how much. Oh wow, that's a lot of flamers. That'll be a bit of an issue. But I mean, that was that. The Black Phone, pretty good. Could be better, but you know, not the worst movie I've seen in the past year or so. And still enjoyed it overall. We'll just keep on going with Shalyak's Lullaby, honestly. But like outside of horror movies, my interest in movies just in general has gone down a lot. I much prefer just video games or books, honestly. It's just kind of how it's gone. I think you're all good. Ooh, that's pretty good. I want you to be a good fighter, just so that you can, you know, really hold this place down a little bit better. And yeah, you're fine. Yeah, outside of the horror genre, what other type of movies do I like? I used to really like comedy. I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for Adam Sandler movies, but
What news do you bring to the ice?
you know, definitely
friend?
as I've matured and grown up, I have kind of come to see the flaws in those movies a lot more. But you know, every once in a while, I guess. I don't like super like comedy anymore, though. Like more satire can be okay, like Jojo Rabbit, but I don't know. Most of the time, it's just like watching a Family Guy compilation for like the 30th time, and it's like, you know, whatever.
They will fall.
Oh, come on, we're in range. We're in range. Oh,
Strike them down.
that sucks. I hate all these little armies that just think they can just slip by,
Hear me
man.
roar.
I used to really like zombie movies, alright? Zombie movies
It
used to
is
be my
our
shit. Whether it be,
responsibility to vanquish
you know,
evil.
more serious like 28 Days Later, or comedy like Zombieland, or like Warm Bodies, I think was another one where like the zombie guy was like dating a girl. That one was fucking weird, but I still used to like it because I just fucking love zombies, man. But zombie movies I have not really liked for a long time. I think zombies are one of those things that just haven't really reached their potential in most forms of media. Like, even just, like, besides, you know, movies and shows, like The Walking Dead's still going on after so goddamn long. Like, just let it end, you know? Just, you know, put the poor thing down to rest. It's seen enough.
Pale shadow of my palace.
Okay, this isn't too bad. Gorby's chariots are a little bit but I mean, just plague bearers. Yeah, nothing too bad there. This army's a little bit scary though. But like I think movies and stuff they've done okay. Again, just shows kind of going on for way too long. But honestly, I think video games really have yet to meet their potential of what they could have when it comes to zombies. Like, I'm still waiting for the day that we get an actual zombie survival game. Something where you actually do survive through the days and build up a base and actually have to fight off zombie waves instead of just like, oh, here's a few. You know, and for that game to actually be done well. A couple games have tried. 7 Days to Die, which is an indie cult classic, but it hasn't been updated in 8 fucking years, and I doubt it ever will finish because it's still in early fucking alpha. Days Gone was another zombie game that I had high hopes for just fighting on massive amounts of, I don't get a choice here, of zombies, but, you know, even still, it kind of threw all that potential away to try and tell a zombie story. Which, honestly, dude, like, zombie stories are just so outplayed, you know, or overdone. It might even be better to do that, but you generate money at least. Yeah. Man, like, honestly, I'm sorry, but there's not really much you can do with a zombie story that has not been done to death already.
Mistress of
Where the fuck did that ogre army go? You go into ambush? Because this guy came down here. Where'd Grease's gold, or not Grease's, sorry, Scrag the Slaughterer go? I think he might have gone into ambush stance somewhere.
None shall question me.
Patriarch of Kislev, spread the great orthodoxy.
Well, he's not around here, that's for sure. Yeah, let that guy go down there. Go attack the Empire. Hopefully they can hold you off. But, like, genuinely, so many zombie games. I don't know why there's such a fixation for them to try and tell, like, a compelling story. You know, like, it's just, it's zombies. It's not that interesting. There's not that much you can do. And honestly, I just don't give a shit half the time. It was easily one of the worst parts about Days Gone, was just getting pulled through that bad story. But that's a rant for another day. I did not like Days Gone as much as you might think. A lot of people say it's underrated. I think it belongs in the obscurity of which it exists. But just in general, man, like, don't bother telling stories, because that works infinitely better in other mediums. I knew he was ambushed somewhere. Alright. Perfect. But yeah, video games do not, like, so many good video games, and I mean so many, have ruined their own potential because they just try to tell a story instead of gameplay.
Friends of Kislev.
Like, honestly, it's such a shame because it's so easy. Like, it's a money printing machine if you could just get the formula right, where it's just, you know, typical survival game, but with a mechanic where zombie hordes slowly start to fill up the world and attack your base. Like, it prints itself, man. Just have oh, wow, that's a lot. That is a lot of enemies coming there. Engage. Fucking black orcs and shit too. That's pretty scary. But yeah, just have, you know, and where you can actually build up a base and defend it, and have missions out in the world to, you know, increase your defenses and your base and stuff. And, like, honestly, instant, like, 10 out of 10 game. Just lean into the RNG and the player writes their own story formula, because, like, honestly, you'll just get an instant banger game that will print you money with, like, live service support. Genuinely. no zombie game has really
We
done
are
it.
one people.
A lot of them focus either on fun gameplay or stories, and honestly, they've been done to death before. Like, you're not gonna make a game funner than oh, I don't have mortality. I can get that. You're not gonna make a game funner than Left 4 Dead 2,
High priest of
and you're not gonna make a story better than like the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead.
Patriarch of
Just straight up.
Kislev.
So might as well just lean into your strengths and make a really good game about actually surviving the zombie apocalypse. Because we've all had the ideas, we've all had the talks with our friends, right? Where we're like, okay, if a zombie apocalypse happened, what would we do? How do we survive? Just make that experience into a video game, and bam, you're golden, you're set. Well, pretty hefty garrison in there, but we'll see. If they starve us out here, it kind of just sucks.
Witch of the
There isn't
ice.
much we can do about it. I don't really care about the church. Yo, Malachor, you should really colonize Lebia there. That'd be cool. I'd like to take back this province if possible. So please get out of my fucking way. They are taking attrition here at least, thanks to our storm. So that's something. If we can do any damage to like these black orcs, that'd be huge. That's gonna be rough though. Yeah, man, I'm waiting. One of these days, I really hope it gets made. Just an authentic, actual zombie
is
survival
our
experience with like
responsibility
probably
to
like a good
vanquish
crafting and progression system. And like it's honestly golden. And I really hope one day, because zombies are cool. I like zombies. I like zombies in game. And it's just, it really is a shame that we haven't quite gotten any. We haven't gotten quite to the peak of experience where we could be, you know? I don't think we can break it by ourselves with just this army. Maybe. It's just a lot of flamers, all right? And flamers, they can rip up infantry, which is primarily what this army is. Maybe we could outrange and shoot them. They don't have like the biggest range, 150, but well, I mean, we only slightly outrange with 154 because these are exalted. That's right. Regular flamers have really shitty range of 90. Ugh. There are single entities. Maybe. Like, the rest of this army is negligible because there just isn't enough. Not enough Forsaken to buzzsaw through enough armored Corsairs. Doom Knight's only one of them. They can get focus fire pretty well. Their spell casting will be an issue. I don't know, maybe we can try it.
Die beneath the heel of Kislev's boot.
I think I need garrison buildings just all along the entire
I
length here.
return. Taste my spear. We must keep moving.
Alright, march you back here. You have a basic garrison building up, that's enough for now. Could colonize here.
None but Slanesh may dominate me.
Zoinsk. Yeah, that might be tough, but I don't know.
A crude attempt to subjugate.
I think we can go ahead and colonize this.
Unwavering to help
Put you
me,
back in the army so we replenish
Kislevites.
quicker. Yeah, you'll be fine to go in a turn, and nothing can reach you. That's really all that scary.
You may touch me only.
So yeah, we'll be fine there. But yeah, I mean, other than the map, I don't think there's any other like really huge. I think we might want to just try fighting this army. I mean, if we lose, we can always just go back into the garrison and we'll probably be fine.
Fake the
Why
ice.
not? Oh, we can. Okay, perfect. We can just take
Smite
them out.
Kislev's accursed foes.
Thank goodness.
Obey
I thought that was going to be a
or
lot more
face the
brutal.
blizzard.
But yeah, just getting rid of that army is pretty nice here. Yeah, we'll just
Mistress
send you
of
back in
the
here.
blizzard.
Alright, and now we can move up north. Or maybe even like send you further east. Try to help with that greenskin incursion. Maybe you can hold that off.
None
But you need
shall
another turn to
question
replenish here, and then I'll probably move you. Well, you know what, let's just move you here so we can threaten Castle Alexandria.
The lost Tsar returns.
Yeah, that's a nice little position because they can hit either settlement. They do have a garrison, so an immediate attack might be tough.
I follow the bear.
Maybe if I attack here,
I am a god, not a
attack
slave.
him, and then he can reinforce, and I can kill those guys before Starbrand gets here.
Commands me.
Scarbrand can move pretty far. That's gonna be a tough fight. Chaos Warriors are corner, no joke. And then of course they got their Blood Crushers. And of course Scarbrand himself, which is gonna be such a big issue. Force Ursus can't hope to take that on by himself. Oh yeah, we should like get you better stuff, huh? Why not? Okay, the armor of Urson. Yeah, you should take that. The Shard Blade. You need a talisman. Well, the Motherland isn't bad. Give all troops around him expert charge defense and extra melee defense. Stick him in the front lines. Yeah, Warhorse. That's okay. Erskine is really what we want. He's one level away.
Boris Ursus.
But maybe like they'll want to fight it if they have reinforcements.
I will.
Hopefully, yes. Okay, good. They did want to fight it, and you know what? We'll go ahead and step in and fight it ourselves as well, just to see if we can't minimize our casualties a little bit. All right, and bam, here we are on the fields of Kislev here. Go ahead and start our deployment. So this first army, not too bad. Not really worried about it at all. Oh wow, they show up fast. 50 seconds. Okay. But yeah, just Marauder Champions, which Marauder Champions are really good. Don't get me wrong. They'll fuck you up. I've made the mistake many times of underestimating Marauder Champions and having them just absolutely fucking butcher my army. But there's just not enough of them to overwhelm us here. And Skin Wolves are pretty scary too. Okay. I think we're going to want to kind of come in at this angle, just so that those reinforcements don't really flank around us. You know, so kind of something like... something a little bit like this. And then I think we're going to want to put up our Streltsy up in the front line to get some early game volleys, or get some volleys just right off the bat. And of course our Griffin Legion to back up in the rear here. We'll go ahead and rearrange our Streltsy.
It is not to be feared, comrades.
More like that.
Boris Ursus. Anything for Kislev.
Push up, kind of like that.
Father bears instruction.
There we go. And even look upon the glorious Boris Ursus himself, looking very cool. His winged lance back here looks very cool. I love these like Kislev heroes. I love the Boyars a lot. I think just a lot of these models are fantastically well done. And really give off the vibe of what Kislev really is. It's like a very Slavic, Eastern European inspired faction against, you know, it's just always doing the hard work against the forces of chaos. And I think they nailed that aesthetic pretty well. How everything has like a mix of guns and shields and axes and stuff like that, just to fight off any kind of threat they might find. You guys shoot at the Skin Wolves. You guys too. I think we're gonna pull you guys back now. Our Gosars move up.
Boris, moving.
Group 3 push up. Okay, and our guys push you guys around here. And yeah, even as they push up to the armored Gosars, they're still gonna be hit with lead here.
Boris Ursus.
Okay, we'll charge all you guys into their general here. Alright, Griffin Legion. Do a valiant charge here into the Skin Wolves. So you're not going to be able to shoot too much here at this angle. But we should be fine here.
Motherland's finest! The Motherland's finest!
Okay, I think we'll probably push you guys around here.
Moving! On the march!
Seeking opportunity.
Slow those guys down a little bit.
Frost Maiden. Unfrozen foot.
Okay, so our demon friend has just landed here.
Lore of
I
ice.
think we don't have Crystal Sanctuary, unfortunately. You have Death Frost, which you can pop down on their lord here.
Reading Hoarfrost.
See if our Streltsy can't murder their lord here. Our Griffin Legions seeing off those Seekers of Slanesh here.
Frost Maiden. March for Kislev.
Okay, yeah, he's dropping pretty low
I will
pretty
smite
quickly
them.
here.
Orson directs me.
We can even like put down a little breath spell here.
I am the war.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, but there he goes.
Follow the bear!
Perfect.
Taking position! Make war! We fight for Ursa! Griffin Legion!
Alright. Armored Coastar's getting a little bit beat up here, but that's okay. He's got to hold a little bit longer.
Maiden of ice.
We'll pop down a Heart of Winter to help him out. Griffin Legion fighting the good fight over there. They're pretty elite calves, so they should be alright. Get our Armored Coastars just to get some beautiful shots into their rear here.
Sargai!
And of course the Streltsy on the Overwatch fire.
Go with honor!
You guys as well, of course.
Griffin Legion!
Seeking opportunity.
Kind of need to get out of
Following
here,
the
my guy.
scroll.
Let's put that down. They really need the help over there.
Defenders of Kislev!
Alright, shoot into the Demonettes.
Boris Ursus.
Obey the orthodoxy!
Alright, these guys pop down that in there. Griffin Legion, get the beautiful charge down. Into these Demonettes. These ultra Demonettes. Beautiful. Oh, good. All those arcing
The motherland's
Streltsy shots.
Bring them down!
Beautiful. There we go. Of course, those Armored Coastars got me messed up. 4 of them left here. 4 brave, strong, burly soldiers
You deserve
running away.
execution! Griffin Legion! Wolf tough Kislevites!
Alright, we'll just kind of cycle all of our cavalry here.
Griffin Legion! Wolf tough Kislevites!
Griffin Legion, pretty good actually
Go with honor!
for heavy cap. They're not like the best.
Command!
I think like they're not going to be like a stand up to elite Bretonian cav or anything, but we're actually pretty good. Look at their stat line: 53, 52, 72 charge points, 40 weapon strength. Pretty good. They actually got pretty decent stats. To be fair, they're pretty chevroned up, but I mean even still, them being able to do or just perform that well in combat, just in general, is pretty nice. And they're pretty tanky, so you can just kind of like throw them in with a 120 armor and shield, missile block chance. High-ish melee defense. Makes it so you can kind of just throw them in there and they'll do pretty well. They'll be able to handle themselves in melee. Bam! And just like that, the forces of Norska and the demons and Legion of Chaos have been seen off the field. And bam! There we go. Forces of Chaos. Not going to get any purchase into our territory this time.
You belong to Ursun now.
And bam. Oh, and that actually leveled him up just in time to
Boris
get
Ursus
his warbear mount, which is pretty good. Makes
Demon
forces a little bit
Slayer.
better at being able to solo and duel and fight, you know? Okay, lowers his own, but I mean, enemy leadership lowered is pretty good too, but I think we'll... Oh, I can get all of them. Perfect.
I
We got a
shall
ton of XP
enjoy
from that battle. God damn. Crystal Sanctuary is really good. Being able to put that down, that would have saved that unit there. But we'll also upgrade Heart of Winter. Super good. Heart of Winter, just really nice spell to throw down. And really just do damage. Let's see. Impassion, just because I don't want you like dying super quickly. Don't think you can quite
Take
watch damage
offerings
over
to
there.
Ursa.